Follow the money. Straight to the cashier.
It's race day, and you've spent the last half hour handicapping your selection for the upcoming race by checking previous race times, considering the current race distance, considering performance on turf versus dirt, considering the track condition from heavy to fast, considering the post position, and hundreds of other tangible and intangible factors. You've considered the trainers. You've considered the jockeys. You've considered the owners. You've considered the odds. You've looked for patterns in the betting. And now you're ready to place your bet. 1 minute to post, so you enter your selection and press wager. "30 seconds to post. The smart money comes in. Who's that horse at 3 to 5? That's the winner. You should have followed the money. Where did all that smart money come from?" It takes a great deal of expertise to learn how to handicap a horse race and choose a winner. Consider all the factors it takes to pick just one winner, and then repeat that process 100 times in a day.
There are many tangible factors for the handicapper to consider, like speed, distance, post position, weight allowances, and so many more that you can garner from the program to consider. There are many intangible factors which are much more difficult to consider, such as how your horse handles sloppy tracks, jockey changes, equipment modifications, and shoeing changes, to name just a few. What does it mean going from blind to blinkers? Are you sending your horse to the front? After you've assessed all those factors, you'll wait to see where the late money or smart money goes before you make your final wager. There's a great deal of satisfaction in watching your selection cross the finish line first, just as you predicted. Hundreds of racetracks and thousands of races are broadcast from around the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day but Christmas at Horseplay Interactive, a Canadian government site. In Canada, it's the only way you can legally wager on horse racing. It's called an advance deposit account, or ADW, and pays out winners in just seconds of making the results final.
Waiting for the late money to come into the pool requires that you place your bets just seconds before the race begins. Combining your handicapping skills with smart money is an excellent handicapping methodology. Smart money can be placed on pick 3, 4, or 5 wagers without the public being aware of it. If placed on daily doubles and exactors, the wagers would impact the odds and be available for everyone to see in real time. That's why it's good to look for patterns in the wagers. If a horse pays roughly the same price with every other horse, you can suspect a wheel, my horse, and any other horse. The last place smart money wagers are placed is in the win pool, because the crowd will become aware of it immediately, and it will attract additional funds from the general public, thereby reducing the value of the payout. Any horse that opens at 1 to 5 will attract considerable attention. There is nothing worse than sharing a smart money bet with someone and they place a big bet as soon as the window opens. Is smart money cheating? No, not necessarily. The person wagering may be aware of factors that the general public is not. Perhaps the horse has had surgery or is performing much better in practice than workouts would indicate. Maybe a piece of equipment is essential, like a cornell collar, to prevent the horse from choking on his tongue, or some other tactical modification. Not all factors regarding a horse race are known to the public. Bad racing luck is the only thing that beats smart money. There's a place where all money has already been wagered, including any smart money. Since no additional money can be wagered on this race, on this wager, you can be certain where the smart money has gone. Follow the money bet on multi-leg wagers before the last race in the series. In a Pick 3 series, you'll see which horses have attracted the money. Multi-leg wagers require that all money be bet in the first leg of the wager, and the prices will be displayed before the last race in the series. These types of wagers include the second leg of a daily double, but we already knew this and was able to see these prices. The third leg of a Pick 3, which everyone is seeing for the first time. Smart money is being revealed for the first time. The fourth leg of a Pick 4, which everyone is seeing for the first time. Smart money is being revealed for the first time. Some tracks have even longer series like Pick 5. For me, the Pick 3 is the best option, but you can view daily double and Pick 4 payouts if they are on the same race to see if there has been a change in the smart money. In that case, it wouldn't be too smart. What does this information tell you, and how can you use it? That's what we're going to look at next, the $1 OMNI, $1 exactor, 20 cents and 60 cents trifectas and 20 cents superfectas. Managing your bank balance is important. Minimal amounts are made on wagers, with each one giving you a chance to win. Whether you wager 20 cents or $100, the odds on the payout are the same. If you can earn 5 to 1 on a wager, then you only need to win one of 5 wagers to break even. That may sound like a lot of winning, but by following the money you will be wagering on high percentage bets and harvesting the low-lying fruit. Since the government takes out 15% of the funds wagered, bettors are returned 15% less than was bet. Even if you're breaking even, you must make up that 15%. The OMNI bet, or swinger bet as it's known in Europe, is the easiest wager to win in racing. For $1, you need to pick 2 horses that will finish in the first 3. They can be first and second, first and third, or even second and third, and you will receive a payout. You can even win multiple payouts on one bet. The trifecta requires that you pick the first, second, and third horses in a race in the exact order. That sounds difficult, but with 20 cents bets you can box 3 horses in any order for just $1.20. The superfecta requires that you pick the first, second, third, and fourth in the exact order. Again, with 20 cents bets you can get 8 combinations for just $1.60. These bets can pay 20 to 1 or 30 to 1. You won't have to win many of these to keep your bank balance up.
This pattern could be used to wager on many of the different formats. For a trifecta, take the first horse to win, the next 2 for second and third, and perhaps the next 2 as third only. As a 20 cents trifecta, it's just a $1.20 for 6 combinations. This pattern could be used to wager as a box with all 3 horses having a chance to win. As a 20 cents trifecta, it's just a $1.20 for 6 combinations. As a 20 cents superfecta, it's just $2.40 to add 2 horses for 4th. This pattern is a classic wheel, at least on 5 of the possible runners-up. An OMNI bet would be my best choice. As a $1 omni-partial wheel, it's just a $5 bet for 5 combinations. And you could win 2 of them. As a 20 cents trifecta, to take all 5 for 2nd and 3rd would cost $4. Don't be afraid to pass up a wager that is too difficult to make. Whomever wins this race will get a great payoff.
With OMNI bets you can pick one horse with multiple other horses, with the possibility of winning 2 bets on the same race. For $3, you can box 3 horses and be paid on any combination. It is possible to win all 3 payouts. For $6, you can box 4 horses and try for a bigger payout if you're on a winning streak. The pattern displayed in the pick 3 payouts show a definite bias to a 5-to-1 OMNI. Very low-lying fruit. If you want to include the 2 and the 6 with only the 5, it will cost you just $3 and you could win 2 of 3 bets. Note, make sure the payouts are all 3 of 3 or you will not be comparing apples to apples. You can sort the list by the win odds on the race, but not by the payout, so make sure you scan the entire list. Europeans don't really favor the multiple leg wagers as much as North American racing does. Sites with pick 3 and omnis are rare, but well worth finding. Watch for updates with new sites. Exactors are a very common bet, pick 1st and 2nd in the exact order. Many tracks do not allow a $1 exactor and even less offer a $1 quinella, which is a reversed exactor. This is a basic bet and often the best option for the pattern displayed in the pick 3 or pick 4 payouts. A 3-horse exactor box will only cost you $6. When there are 2 clear horses, even if they are not bet equally, it might be best to reverse the exactor and spend $2. These are just a few of the tracks that offer this type of wager, and they change each season as tracks come and go. Watch for updates to each of the betting formats as new tracks become available. I will publish an update to each of the betting formats as the season progresses so you can highlight them as your favorites on your HPI betting page. A trifecta is a parimutuel bet placed on a horse race in which the bettor must predict which horses will finish 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the exact order. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Trifectas are among my favorite type of wagers. The lowest priced options for this type of bet in the United States is generally 60 cents. Picking a winner with 2 horses for 2nd and 3rd will cost you $1.20, but can easily pay $20. The Australian wagers are your best bet. With a 20 cents trifecta, you can throw in some long shots in the 2nd or 3rd positions and take a chance on a larger payout. Watch for updates as the season progresses to find more options where you can harvest the low-lying fruit. Thoroughbred races can have as many as 24 horses entered. That can make it difficult to handicap under normal circumstances, and even more difficult to whittle down the selections to just a few. Hopefully, you can have some racing luck on your side. In a superfecta, the bettor must predict which horses will finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the exact order. Now that doesn't sound simple, especially with 24 horses entered. Picking a winner with 2 horses for 2nd and 3rd and 2 for 4th will cost you 80 cents, but can easily pay $20. The Australian wagers are your best bet, especially when there are small fields, or scratches, that create small fields. With a 20-cent super, you can throw in some long shots in the 3rd or 4th positions and take a chance on a larger payout. My favorite wager is a $1.60 super on a small field. Watch for updates as the season progresses to find more options where you can harvest the low-lying fruit. In fact, most tracks are now offering this option. With as many as 24 horses entered, the payoffs can be spectacular. In the case of longshot winners, these payouts can be upwards of $12,000 for just 20 cents. If you have any racing luck, this would be a great place to display it. In Canada, the only place to legally wager is at Horseplayer Interactive. Gambling winnings are not taxable. Look for the link below or go to hpibet.com. You may open an account for as little as $10 CDN. They will match your first deposit of up to $100 CDN. You will earn a tiny bit of bonus money, about $0.003 for each $1, on your wagering activity. When you open an account, you may send a friend $10 to be deposited in their account for referring you to HPI. If you don't have someone to pass it along to, consider sponsoring our channel and use 29545. Thanks in advance if you chose this option. Remember to always wager within your limits. Winning is about money management. Good luck! Subscribe to our channel for regular updates on seasonal track changes and opportunities to find that low-hanging fruit. It's harvest time.